Alright, we're going to melt out some sterling. Dropped one. We'll get that back. So, pure copper and pure silver at a 92.5. Actually, this one is more of a 94% ratio. About 94% pure silver to 6% pure copper. And we're going to have a nice 940 sterling blend. So let's make an ingot. Alright, as you can see from the glow, the metal is starting to heat up. It will be melted in no time. This induction coil caster is real fast. So, we'll be on our way in a moment. The coil on this thing heats up rapidly and efficiently. We can melt in, just depending on the size of the crucible. This one right here will hold just under 3 ounces of silver, and it will melt it all down into a real mercury-looking liquid form in about, the whole thing, about 2.5 minutes. Not even. Right now we have this, I'm just mixing it up, but that's nice and melted out. Alright, I'm going to be able to pour in a minute, so let's get ready. And there you have it. We're going to pull that out now. And then we are going on. Probably shouldn't be using that. Okay, to hell with this. Yeah, it's not that hot. Oh, no, don't act like me. Listen. That wasn't that hot. Anyway, and there you have it. We're all going to start compressor, we're going to start cleaning that up, and we're going to put it out into sheet. Alright, so I have annealed and pickled that ingot, and I do love the color, that bone white color of freshly pickled silver. Now, once again, this was a, it's higher than sterling. Well, it's not higher than sterling. Anything over 925, under 950 is generally the sterling standard. So, this is a 940 sterling alloy, approximately, maybe 935, but it's I used a little more than is normally called for. So, we're going to do just a little light forging just to get this more into shape. I did a few blows, but I realized I need to set the camera up. So, first, if you have a grinder, this is enormously helpful. Gives you a little more control than tongs, and easier to grip. And with no jaws, with no teeth, they won't mar the metal up. So, alright. So as you can see, we're beginning to take shape. And, hammers are old. As long as your striking surfaces are clean, you're okay. So, one of the tricks, not tricks, but this is not work hardened yet. It's starting to noticeably stiffen up a little bit. I could safely keep going. When in doubt, anneal. I over anneal. I keep annealing. I will anneal probably 3 to 4 times more than the average person would. This thing could probably be curled into a band right now. It's still relatively soft. It's definitely not work hardened. It's nowhere near fatigued. I am absolutely going to keep annealing it. So, by the time most people will anneal once, I will anneal 3 times. Now, I don't know if that's why. Forget about how good things come out. My success ratio on my billets is really through the roof. I've heard people talk about they fail, a good portion of the time. People that try to attempt this with torches the way I do fail almost all the time, from what I can tell. And I am literally, I stopped counting at 125. I've only had 2 failures, and those included brass. That was it right in the beginning. Things that included brass. Brass is a nightmare. It can contain up to 28% tin. God knows what's in there. And if you get it with a low grade of a low amount of tin, I think it could be as low as 15%, you'll be okay. As soon as it starts getting higher than that, you start to get what looks like easy flow solder. It's just a nightmare. It comes horrible, and then you try to correct it, and it won't bond. I've chased those 2 rabbit holes, and I decided it was the brass, and I never used it again. I hate brass. I will not work with it. Copper works fine. If you take out those 2 brass billets, I have absolutely a 100% success ratio, and I am well over 150 billets, half of them made of 18 karat gold. So, this will be the 3 I'm about to make today will be number in gold, at least numbers low 40s. So we're gonna get probably even more than that. We're gonna get going. Anneal time. Okay. So when I heat up silver, I generally do so in the dark, especially if it's a large piece and it's something I need to work. Make sure it's evenly worked out. For my Mokume-gane production, when it comes to silver, I generally do not use flux. I am actually trying to get rid of impurities. So I want to draw them out to the surface. I want to get as much carbon up as I can at these stages, so I can flush it out. Not just the carbon, the elements that are causing it. I want to basically, what's the term? I want to gild the depletion gild. Okay, so I'm going to depletion gild the material by essentially creating a ultra thin layer of fine silver right at the surface by literally cooking off and using acid to get out the rest of the impurities. So I'm going to do this in the dark because this needs to be really evenly done. It's not just about making it soft, it needs to be properly, it needs to be dead soft. I need this to mush. I need this to do whatever I need it to do. I'm going to hit it with hammers, I'm going to roll it through mills, I'm going to stretch it into probably 26 gauge layers, and I'm going to need them to cooperate. So this has got to be done perfectly. Turn the light off, and my basic flow is to get the color evenly. When you do this in the dark, you'll see much more about what's going on with the metal. You'll see how the molecules literally chase the flame. That's how you get everything to line up. That's how annealing works. And when it comes to gold, you can really, it's a soft dull glow. You can do it with the lights on, and it's just point and shoot. With silver, I mean, I'm sure you guys have worked it before. It's a large piece of silver, and I need it to retain its shape. I need it to retain its integrity. I can't let it reticulate. It's not even about aesthetics. It's about, I can't have bubbles inside. So, hold on. We're gonna kill the light. Okay. And I'm going to quench directly in pickle. If you notice, I'm not going back and forth over it. To do that, the really gets most of the heat. And it will still work. I mean, the pickle will still become annealed. So I'm going over it in get to that. That's the color we're looking for. In the dark, it's there. Now, what I'm really looking for is spot. I don't want that. I don't want a hot spot. Alright, ready to go again. Alright, more forging coming up.